Welcome everyone. Today the class will be My Planet, and the goal for this class is how to find your own place, be calm but not passive, how to stay calm and active in life. What can I do to improve the situation in my life, the situation in the world around me, and how, what is my actions that I can do. So this will be the ultimate goal for the class, and we will go step by step. But before we start, I invite you to do small energy exercise. You can follow my directions, and I use the modality called Colamni, connecting to the healing light, that was originated and channeled in US many years ago. And the master who channeled it is Michi Garzaga. She is in a better world now, but we still use this method. I am certified instructor for this method. So the connection and wait, something has happened.
You're sharing here.
I'm sharing.
Share
screen. Wait, it's not what I expected. I don't want to share anything yet. Okay, its energy is intense. So connecting to the healing light is always happening with three simple words, simple vibrations. And if you want, you can follow me and use the same words to connect. The first is peace. I'm finding inner peace. I hold my inner peace. Purity. I try to stay from personal perception to channel the light. And obedience. I listen and follow the light, the healing. So peace, purity, and obedience. And you can repeat those words or just say something that really connects you to the light, what is really brings light in your body and channel light through your body as well. And I invite you, visualize how we're standing together in a circle. Just connecting hands or just next to each other. Feel the community united. And how the light is surrounding the planet Earth in the middle of the circle. It could be small, it could be bigger for some people. And we're just sending healing, white, soft, gentle light to the planet, including the land, water, the atmosphere, the people, the nature, just sending light. You can feel with your hands that some area of the planet could be more irritated. And we can send light, more light there. Calming, peaceful. Whatever needs to heal the planet. The light may have changing the quality. It may change colors. We are not forcing anything. We don't decide what the planet needs. We just channel what it's asking for. It's like bathing the planet in the love and light. You may say a prayer, you may say an affirmation, you may just send your gratitude. Feel how small and vulnerable it is. Feel how big and powerful it is. We just opened the channel of the healing divine love and light for this planet. It will be absorbing and processing for many hours. But I invite you to come back, think whatever method you used, think the greater power to allow us to connect today. And now I invite you to do another method, Neurographica, to visualize the planet and visualize what could be done to help it. So let me switch the camera and we will start working. Today will be many lines, many elements, and many roundings. So I just want to show you the drawing from the class. I did exactly the same class in Russian language for Russian and Ukrainian people. And it's, you see, it's a busy drawing, many elements. So we are going to use this regular size paper, letter size or A4 size. You can use any color. I'm going to use blue color today. So I have many different markers of blue color. You can use black, you can use green, you can use red, whichever color is working for you, please use it. And the first step that we are going to do, we are going to trace our hands. And I want the effect that hands are holding something, that they are directed this way. But this way, it's very hard to trace your hands. So you can crisscross them to trace, and but the visual effect will be that they are placed like this. So take marker that you are going to use for all future lines and just trace it with open hands. It's divine hands that we are tracing, but God doesn't have any other hands but ours. So we are just tracing our hands to represent greater powers. You can call them totality, absolute, you can call them God, you can call them universe, whichever terminology makes you feel more comfortable, please do so. It's not exactly collective consciousness. It's above collective consciousness. It's above our understanding in our powers. So it's something different. So we have this big hands holding something, or available to hold something. And in the middle of these hands, I invite you to draw the planet. It could be small, if you feel that it's small, or it could be big. It can go beyond the paper. See and feel what is your perception of the planet Earth? How do you feel about it? How do you what is your size? Maybe it's a very small and like a baby planet, or maybe it's a bigger planet. So just you can use the marker as a pendulum and see how it's really location and the size. Let's see. I'm just like trying to move and identify. I trust my body and I see that it's out of balance. We don't use compass, we don't use any plate to trace it. I want you to do it by hand to identify if it's a balanced or out of balance. And I can correct the size, I can change it, make it a little bit bigger, make it a little bit smaller, make it a little bit more round. Because this is my perception. This is how I feel and see the planet at this present moment. And nothing is wrong with my perception. I allow myself to see that planet is out of balance. And you see that the planet and hands already interacting, they're already crossing some lines. Give yourself some time to round all this crossing. Integrate the planet Earth in divine hands. Like we all right now so scared, and there is so much chaos in our hearts that we need something or somebody to trust. So the best thing we can trust to the universe, trust to the greater powers, and release some chaos. Like it doesn't matter how you call it. It's just something bigger, something out of our control, and we need to trust it. And we integrate, soften this trust. I'm around all corners, I round all crossings. I pay attention what is going on in my body when I have this trust, when I have this energy that something bigger has a bigger understanding, bigger purpose, bigger meanings in my life right now, on my planet. I allow myself to see it and relax. My body starts relaxing. And there could be many emotions starts activating. How much we're holding, how much we are scared, or how much we are panicking. And I'm just relaxing. Maybe this relaxation will initiate tears or some inhales, exhales. Allow them, don't try to suppress them, accept. This is the perfect safe place right now in your drawing. During this process, release those emotions and transform them in your resources. This can give you some support, actually, when we recognize the powers behind it. And if you have many crossings, it will take for a while, but if you have only few lines crossings, it can be faster. For those who has few lines, I want to show you the next step. And the next step is to activate field lines. It's not just I trust, I really allow the bigger powers bring light and love and energy and healing to the planet. And I use the bigger, bolder marker to draw field lines through this divine hands, going through the planet, cleaning and healing and supporting. This allows this energy to flow in a gentle, organic way. We are not forcing anything. You can allow as much as you feel needed, because we are drawing our own perception of the planet. Your planet, your own planet will look differently because you have your own unique vision of the planet. You resonate differently with our planet compared to me, to your neighbor, to your another family member. And it's we actually try to allow to see the planet differently. You can make those lines bolder, you can make them stronger as much as you need the support. This is the support that above your understanding, that is above your control. But we have this initiation, no, we have this intention that this is a healing energy, something that planet is really asking for, something that it's really needed, something that it's really benefits everyone from this connection. Make it more, make it stronger, make it more love and unity on the planet. Feel, try to feel what is going on in your body. Is it easy for you to trust? Is it challenging for you to trust? How we really accepting support. It could be something new. We learning something new about ourselves and about our perception to the land, to the world, to the greater powers. Again, I don't talk about politicians. It's it's a power of love and healing. See how you feel. You can in chat, you can mention if anything happening, if you're not noticing anything. And of course, because we are working with such a gentle energy, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. And we want integrate everything, soften everything, so that every conflict is resolved, softened, smoothed. There is an energy flow between each line, between each element, between each participant of this communication. So we round each line, integrating the energy in the softest, gentlest way possible. We don't want great powers forcing to us anything. We want it to be softened. So we can integrate it in our life. You can pay attention to your breathing. If body has a strong reactions, Please feel free to stand up, take a walk around your room, come back when you're ready to continue. The energy could be very strong. The emotions could be very strong, but we keep rounding, we keep coming back to the drawing, integrating the energy, activating the energy, and soften this dialogue between you and greater powers. With your perception of a greater powers. It could be challenging dialogue. Because we always, even in prayers, we always asking, please do something that I want, something that is, but this is opportunity for you to hear as well what is wanted, what is needed from you. Okay, and the more we're rounding, next step that we are going to do is I invite you in a chat, we are going to read it out loud, to write some actions, some verbs or phrase that representing action. What planet, what do you wish to the planet? For example, we don't say, I wish to the planet love. We please phrase it in action. What do you want to do with this love? You want to accept love. You want to recognize love. You want to give love. You want to express love. What could be done from different qualities, how we can unlock them, unlock their potential, unlock their powers in specific action, in specific dynamics. Send love. Okay, send love. And now, if phrase that we are announcing, if you read in chat or if you have in your heart, if this phrase resonated with you, we can draw the circle in the middle of the planet. It's representing this action, send love. If it does not resonate with you, you don't have to draw this something on your planet. You can find a perfect formula, the perfect phrasing. What really, what does it mean to you? How you want to unlock love? How you want to unlock something that we are going to discuss? To bring light and unlock talents and unicity. Okay, to bring light and unlock talents and unicity. So you, again, you can separate the phrases and your wishes in 3 different circles, or you can choose one of them that really resonates with your planet, or rephrase it, maybe something, oh, this is something very close, but not exactly how I feel. Maybe I can rephrase it, find my wording for this. So the for me, send love and light is pretty similar. So I integrated in this one. So unlock talents is really resonates with me. I want, I want to rephrase it. I want to connect the talent to create. I want to use the word create. Just create it. Every person can create something. Activate this energy of creator. energy of take responsibility for their creations as well. To continue seeing the beauty of the planet and what's around me. Beautiful phrasing. And of course, I will simplify for me. Again, it's not something you can phrase for you, because this formula is working for you. For me, I want it like really very simple, because this is how I operate. Like this is how really something activates in me. Recognize beauty, and they don't have to be in order. They can be just somewhere that you feel is perfect place for them. Like this is recognize beauty. You can write down what the circle represents for you, or you can leave it unnamed, and we don't need to really create any tags or names in the circles to remember them. We are creating visual effect of abundance, of healing, of action in our drawing. So you can name them if it helps you. Some people do, some people don't. It's again, it's about your perception. So I can separate the two phrases. Yes, you can separate phrases. You find different actions, and if it feels like different action to you, you can separate them in two circles, or you can do opposite. Maybe two actions sounds like representing the same action for you. For example, sending love and light are synonyms for me. I feel like they united already in this circle, so I don't need to separate them. Activate peace. Activate peace. Okay, activate peace. I would ask you to activate, there still be the word peace itself is quite, it feels like locked. Activate peace, like I give you peace, but how? Like, what is the peace really representing for you? Is it peacefully communicate? Is it peacefully listening to each other, peacefully accepting each other? Try to really big phrases unlock, see what is inside, how you can recognize it or do it in your life. To unlock compassion in the hearts of all beings on earth. Being compassion, yes, be compassion, compassion, being compassion. And your circles can have different sizes, different, they can, one circle may include another circle inside, or they can overlap, they can be on the distance to each other. Really trying to perfect place for the circles and these actions. It could be in the left, it could be in the right hand, or they could be in the center. Okay, I'll try to being on hearts, compassion in the hearts. I want to see the beauty of the planet, the people, and pass what I receive. Planet. You can say that I want to recognize beauty and pass on the beauty. This is like, if I'm everything, every phrase, I don't try to change it. I try to adapt it for me. You have the freedom to adapt it to you, to find the perfect formula. It's almost like Harry Potter is trying to find this perfect magical phrase to change something, to activate something, really what resonates. I adapt words to my vibration, find what is really resonates with me. Because it's I'm creating the planet that I'm going to live, grow, and love and take care of. Yeah. Connecting with all humanity. Connecting with all humanity. Again, I invite you, humanity is such a beautiful word and so much unlocked. What kind of energy the humanity can be expressed? What is actually humanity for you? Because when we, for example, if I saying that humanity, or how it's the action could be different, maybe connecting with all humanity, is it something that I want to give, or is it something I want to take, or is it something that I want to recognize between other people? Try to see the difference between those actions, because they're really changing the direction of energy. It's not just connecting an element, it's allow the energy go through the element, to go through this understanding and meanings. But humanity is a very beautiful meaning. If you don't know the perfect phrase for you, for something, but something really resonates you, you can just draw the circle, connect it to your drawing, and maybe the formula, the phrase will come to you later. But you can represent, yes, it's a humanity. Yes, I want the energy go through the humanity. I want to connect to it, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to bring on the humanity in people's life, in my life. So staying as calm awareness. Staying as calm awareness. Yeah. So the staying calm, be calm, and don't staying centered, staying grounded is a beautiful awareness. Staying as calm awareness. For me, the next phrase that I want to bring is tell truth. Seek for truth, tell truth, be honest in everything I do. And I expect that the truth will be revealed, so we can really see something that is meaningful and connecting with. Okay, so it's springtime, so I'm working with the earth to plant my garden. To plant my garden is a beautiful action, and if you feel that it resonates with you, planting trees and flowers, this could be beautiful action that planet needs. I'm using my physical body to plant flowers of color, light, and love, planting fruits and vegetables that will nurture and nourish my body and the bodies of others, working with Mother Earth to love, heal, and harvest her light and love for us. This is exactly how through which action I or somebody else can express love to the earth. Like, thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much for such beautiful action. I'm not a green thumb, so I'm not very good at gardening, but the taking care of trees or planting trees and flowers and vegetables could be a beautiful addition to your planet. Sending love and blessings to all who God puts in my path on a daily basis. Yes, sending love to every daily interactions, daily meetings. Maybe it's maybe I can smile to every person. I can smile. And it's interesting that my smiling is just next to the staying calm, is connected. So the one is really giving birth to another action. There could be chain of actions that leading to something new. You can pay attention. You can make a list of these actions on the side so you can remember them later if you don't want to sign each circle. Holding space for the abundance to be showered on everybody all over the world. Beautiful phrasing, how you can represent in daily life, how you can express it. Be generous. I can share. Or I can share. This is the action. I can share with people in need. I can create the abundance for my for somebody who needs some food, shelter, emotional support. So I can share. Manifest understanding and compassion among all beings. There are such beautiful souls here. I'm trying to bring you a little bit closer to the earth because we have this tendency of going in beautiful meanings, but how these beautiful meanings can be activated through simple actions. I hope you understand, I hope I'm clearly described what I'm asking you. So manifest understanding and compassion among all beings. So for me, in simple action, this would be how I can understand, or at least try to understand others. How people can understand others. How I can try to understand others, see the other, how I can listen to others. You see, it's already different actions. And through these actions, it will be manifested. Live in harmony. Live in harmony, in balance. Yes, beautiful. Again, try to maybe see how you can unlock even more the word harmony. Because in real life, in daily life, how it will be represented, what the harmony is really meaning to you. Is it negotiate with people, understanding, see their opinion, or maybe it's not even related to other people. Maybe it's connecting to something different. Maybe you can meditate and this will be live in harmony. Or for some people, harmony means cleaning the house and finding the structure, or doing their job, master their daily routine, and it could be harmony for them as well. What's the harmony representing for you? Balanced spiritual thinking. Balanced spiritual thinking. Okay, again, spiritual. Try to unlock the word spiritual. What does it mean for you? Balanced thinking about God, praying, could be something that, or meditating, or maybe just stop judging, or don't judge. It could be a beautiful action. And spiritual thinking as well. Be passionate, express your not passionate, but patient with another person. Working together in community, beautiful action. It's really it could be get together. It could be unite people, community. For you, the community could be different. For some people, it's a neighbor. For another person, it could be the church. It could be colleagues at work. So different communities and working together is such a beautiful action. Thank you. Freedom in expressing for everybody. Freedom in expressing for every is like freedom of speech. I'm trying to understand for me what, again, your phrase, I'm always passing through my body, through my understanding and through my life and see how can does it resonate with me? The word freedom really resonates. I'm trying to see how this word can be unlocked in my actions, in my daily life. Freedom. For me, the freedom in expressing for everybody, the way I will unlock it on my drawing is respect boundaries. Respect physical boundaries, express emotional boundaries for other people. So respect boundaries. This is what really, for me, freedom. My freedom and for others as well. Gently elevating the vibration of humanity. It's like a mantra that is repeating. So I'm drawing circles for those repetitions. Yes, it could be meditation, mantras, singing, dancing, drawings, creating. It's good for another person. It could be creating beauty in general. Maybe somebody cook something and this is already beautiful, and feeding people, sharing the food with your people could be elevating the vibration of humanity. Being kind to all sentient beings, being kind. Okay. The only thing that I'm praying so they would be kind to us. But it's a beautiful, beautiful intention, beautiful wish. Yes, important. First of all, it's important for you, and this is what matters the most. So please write what matters to you and how it resonates with you. I express this by neurographic drawing as a practice. Tidy my space, yes. Yeah. Solving personal conflicts. This could be for me, like, because Neurographica is about solving conflicts. And for me, I can solve conflicts in my life, personal and some small, try to negotiate. Growing food with love and respect. Ooh, such a beautiful action, simple action, but really beautiful because it's very grounded, it's very needed, it's a very healing action. So this is beautiful. Thank you. Growing food. I'm not a gardener, so I don't think that it will really be active in my life. Stay connected to higher vibes by more art, music, and meditation. Stay connected to higher vibes by more art, music, meditation. And you can, Kate, beautiful meaning. You can, beautiful intention. And to balance this connection, I want listen and take care of my body, take care of health, take care of physical forms and house and land that I am interacting. So this is meaningful as well. This is again about how we can ground, how we can really integrate it to the earth, to the planet. Educating myself and others about different cultures and people. Carla, beautiful, very beautiful meaning. Educating myself and others. Educating, teaching, not necessarily teaching, but educating yourself. The word educating really resonates with me. Recognizing and welcoming differences. Beautiful. Yes, world is different. World is very different. I have already so many crossings. Half of my Saturday will be rounding all these crossings. Yes, recognizing, welcoming differences. I want something very simple action that I want to. I want live. There is so much fear in our lives that we forget how to live, how to enjoy, how to. I want live. This will be the live, and this is enjoy. Just enjoy life. Enjoy life. So this will be my actions. Thank you, everyone. I can be create, share, sow, support, smile, say, listen, show, feed, teach, respect, and recognize all the beautiful and wonderful characteristics in the lives of others and myself. I can plant and grow all the wonderful qualities we are all bringing to the grounded space. Beautiful. Thank you, Melba. Thank you very much. And for me, like there was already about arts and dance. For me, I want to draw the singing. I can sing. I can sing on my planet, make the planet sing as well. Singing planet. Growing. Maybe for you, it's educating children could be a good action. I ground myself so I can flow with the energy of all frequencies. Yes, I ground myself. Grounding, it's a beautiful action. Ground myself. And you can even go more specific for yourself, asking how I can do this grounding on daily basis. Maybe it's walking barefoot on the ground, or maybe working in your garden, or maybe just listening to your body, using something. Really take care of your body. Rounding so many circles makes it difficult. Yes, but we are talking about the planet. Planet is difficult. It's complex. It's really requires so much healing. So it could be challenging, but it will be so beautiful when everything will be rounded. Yeah. Everett, I agree. It's a challenging, it's a full busy drawing. Rounding circles, intersections. If you feel that some of the lines, if some elements are not activated or not connected, you can add few narrow lines to connect all those beautiful elements, all really unlock even more those energies, actions, wishes. Okay. What I want, for me, let go. Another action that I want to activate in my drawing, let go some things that not needed, relationships that are already don't support each other, maybe some let go emotions that don't serve anymore. So let go. Where does let go will have the place? It will be here, right next to smile. Let go. How to do tiny spaces correctly? You can just color them. If I have small spaces like here, I can just color them, create the strong connection, strong interaction. I don't have to really round and soften each small bubble. Some of them just can be solved with coloring of the lines. Make this connection really concrete, very strong, very powerful. It will simplify the drawing. We have already so many connections, so many interactions, intersections, that it's really very busy. So you can simplify it a little bit more. Okay, so I round it and color here. Especially if the lines are very close to each other, you can make them color between them and really use it as a one line. This could be. The drawing can benefit from it. And when we have this beautiful energy in our planet, so many beautiful actions, compassionate, about love, about understanding, high dancing and singing and planting and smiling. What would you want to invite? What would be safe to come to the planet from the outside world? What do you feel that could come to the earth from the outside, from different planes, from different levels? It could be some knowledge, it could be love, it could be communication with something or someone. So what would you think will come to the planet if this will be activated? If this will be, all these actions will be active, all these actions will be expressed and acknowledged in the world. So for me, the new, I don't know, as an educator, I really want something beautiful knowledge, something beautiful wisdom come to me, maybe from outside. Wisdom is actually like what is born inside, but I can have this invite to the planet from outside some better understanding, better meanings. Truth, beautiful. Yes, the truth can come. It's the truth about many things can come from outside. Truth. You can draw the big circle outside. The circles could be very big and go beyond the paper. So we don't need to feed them, because it could be very big energies that we're inviting to the planet. The truth, what I want to invite miracles, the energy of miracles from beyond the planet, from beyond of my understanding, beyond of my control. But I want to experience them, and I want people in the world experience them, recognize those miracles, different in miracles. True. It could be, for some people can be harmony that can come from the balance, from the outside, or maybe communication, or maybe new horizons. What do you want to invite? Again, you have this freedom to choose what resonates with you. You don't have to add everything. If you want something that is really important for you, you have all rights, all possibilities to add it to your drawing. We are talking about your own perception, and I invite you to honor this. Make it unique for you. We're drawing my planet, not just everybody's planets. Okay. Any other invitations from outside world? Do we want anything? Or everybody is so happy? I want to invite from outside world communication, communications to different beings, maybe even different levels of communications. And I bring a little bit neurolines to activate and really connecting to this circle that representing my communications. Maybe for you, the new technologies could be something that you want to invite from outside. Do we draw outside things and results with circles same way? Yes, yes, the outside circles are connecting an invitation that can be happening when all the actions, or some of the, at least some of the actions inside are active, that is really initiated already, like there is already action happening inside out. It's changing the vibration of the planet, and it attracts new, bigger possibilities from outside. Expanded consciousness. Ooh, consciousness, expanded consciousness is a beautiful invitation. Circles of page, they could be staying on the page if you have enough space. I'm just so generous. I bring them bigger than the page. I really want to see that it's okay for me that the energy that's coming is bigger that I can see. That I cannot even recognize the whole bigness of it yet. But it will give me opportunity to grow. Increased awareness, body, mind, spirit. Awareness, yes. So we have the consciousness, we have the spirit, awareness, we have the miracles, we have the knowledge, harmony, balance. Like what does resonate with you? You can draw all of them, or you can draw just something that's really important for you. So I keep rounding, I keep interacting. I'm still thinking about the word consciousness. And I believe that the planet is already an expanding consciousness. I want to invite God, because I feel like sometimes we are losing this connection. So in my life, in my planet, I want to invite. This is what expanding consciousness means to me. So this could be there is a wolf. Wow, there is a wolf in there. Is that your spirit animal? Not actually, this wolf is not spirit animal, but wolf is a community animal. And if you see the presence of wolf, I don't see the presence of wolf on my drawing, but it's tells first of all about connecting to the community. They have a very beautiful, interesting hierarchy and different roles in their pack, how they support each other. So this is something telling you, first of all, if you see it, if you feel the presence of such energy, it could be message, first of all, for you. But any support, any guidance, any healing energies that could visit us right now is very important. I accept, invite every healing. Because I have this capacity on my drawing, integrate this energy in a soft, gentle way by rounding all the crossings. So I know that I invited with the healing, supporting, resourceful intention. It will not harm me. It will bring me support. So that's why I can accept and invite so much in my drawing, in my life, and hold this energies by integrating it in my neuron system. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Are we overwhelmed already with all these lines and crossings, or are we doing fine? Yeah. Thank you very much for your beautiful, very deep suggestions and actions. I'm really blessed, and we are blessed with Ned to have such community. Lines and crossings, yes, lines and crossings. All these different crossroads that we are passing, rounding, softening, exploring, experiencing. So yes, our cross lines in our mind, in our lives. Really enjoying following along. Good, Susan, I'm glad. Doing okay, doing fine. Good, doing fine. If any overwhelm, if any emotions, pay attention the way you're breathing. What is going on in your body? How does my body integrate all this energy? Does it resonate with it, or something that we need to take care of as well? I'm feeling more relaxed and focused. Good. I feel joy when I look at my physical hands and they have blue ink all over them from creating this drawing, laughing out loud. Good, Jody. Enjoying simple things is really, it's really something beautiful. This is how we enjoy, like you awaken, and it's already the reason to laugh and enjoy your life. Doing great, sending much energy. My hands are burning, but it feels fantastic. Yes, the hands and burning in any parts of the body. Sometimes we can feel the burning in our feet, sometimes in our hands, is usually representing that energy is moving. Energy is ready for action. It's already manifesting in reality through our hands. The coldness may representing that something is blocking. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just some signals for us that, okay, how I can bring my attention. What kind of emotion does this activates in me? Am I feel enough supported to process this energy, to process this movement? So I'm glad there is some changes. So when people say like, oh, I changed the temperature in the room has changed, it does, because we are more active. We are allowing not just energy moving, we're allowing our emotions moving, we're allowing our neuron signals are moving, finding new paths, new destination, new connections. We are really actively participating and initiating the changes in your life, in your state, in your world as well. Changes are always starting from inside out. Okay. You can notice on your drawing if there is any disbalance on your drawing. Is everything balanced? Is it, or you need some other elements to add to find more harmony, visual harmony in your drawing? What do you need to add to balance? Do you have these actions that are about high vibrations, about high meanings, or maybe some of them, but balance them with something practical, with something very grounding, with something very pragmatic in the reality. We don't want to be blown away in some high skies when our body still be present on the earth, and how we can move this body, how we can take care of the body, it's important as well. Temporary drawing interruption, it's okay. Temporary, keep rounding, coming back, warming up all over. Good. Energy is moving, energy is active. You can pay attention if there is any body parts that really hot, where this energy is heading. Like, is it something activating there? Any emotions releasing? My feet are hot, but it's my cat that jumped up on my drawing that showed me that the energy is moving. Good. Cats are, we have this joke that the 8th step of basic algorithm is blessing by cat. Cat blessing. Cats love Neurographica. Cats really love this energy. Dogs could be affected, but not as much as cats. It's a very interesting. I love it. Yes, good. I just want to keep making circles inside of ovals or irregular oblong shapes. Kate, the circles is a perfect shape, but see if it's could be challenged sometimes. Accept imperfections. Find try to highlight the uniqueness of each shape. Uniqueness and softness and gentleness of each shape. The goal is not to make everything similar. The goal is to feel this beauty in everything, harmony in everything. You know, of course, neurocomposition, we find the beauty in triangles and squares and how this energy could be activated and integrated in our lives as well. So it's not everything needs to be circle. Circle is definitely beautiful, gentle energy. But ovals could be, or any shape, any smooth shapes are very beautiful as well and soft. It's not like I don't like sharp elements, but here we try to resolve conflict. And this is the only reason why we're rounding and softening all these corners. Okay. And if it's too many small elements, you can just color them. You can add more lines and more elements later, even after the drawing is complete and finished. If you feel like tomorrow morning that, oh, there is another action that could be added to my planet, could be beneficial for everybody and everything, I can add. I can draw the circle and integrate around all the corners that the circle created. I can add new colors, I can add new elements, new lines. So there is the drawing is representing your neuron connections, your state, your state of mind and emotional state as well. And it's alive, it's changing. So it's okay if you can come back and change it a little bit as well. Cats were often companions of the temple scribes in ancient times and often loved to paint. Yes, paint, it's a very intuitive and sensitive animals for sure. It actually reminded me that I can add another action. Take care of my animals. I can take that we need to take care of animals. Take care of animals, pets or any animals, it doesn't matter. Whichever, it could be birds, it could be fish, it could be whoever is crossing my path. In my area, we have so many raccoons and deers. We actually forgot to ask, where's your location? Where do you live? Where's your really, we're drawing planet and we forgot about geography. If you want to mention your location, it would be interesting. I located right now in Seattle area. So we have Dallas, Texas. We have Rimini, Italy, from Curacao. I don't even know where is it, Curacao? Yeah,
Is
like it's
Mexico, Indiana, USA, Pennsylvania. What is this? So fast. Prescott,
yeah.
Arizona. South Seattle. Oh, Anna, your neighbor in South Seattle.
Mhm.
Belgium, Atlanta, Georgia, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Denmark, Alberta, Canada, New Mexico, US, Iceland, Central California, Hawaii, Netherlands, Virginia, Alberta, Canada, Oregon, Ontario, Canada, Bishop, Georgia, and more Belgium, Florida. We have big presence in Belgium.
Welcome world. Quebec, Florida. Nice. Many places that I visited, some of them I haven't. So I hope that world still be open for each other. At least we can be connected here. Okay, so when you don't have to finish rounding right now, or you can continue to round, but I will try to respect our timing, and I will finish the rounding later and start coloring. Any colors and in any way that you want to color. You can highlight hands if you feel that this is one of the important aspects on your drawing. You can highlight the boundaries of the planet, or you can create the flow of energy on your drawing and integrating all these aspects together. So there is no right rules about what needs to be and how it needs to be colored, except one. Several segments together. This is the only rule about coloring. So several segments together could be colored to create a bigger shape, connecting energies, connecting small details in a bigger flow, in a bigger elements and bigger meanings, bigger energies, emotions, feelings. See how it's moving you. I'm big fan of flow, so my drawings usually have some kind of flow. Yours don't need to be there. You can just color separate circles and create the flow to how many circles, how many actions could be done. I want to be in the flow and be really allow the energy moving. So again, it's only question of preferences. It doesn't have any rules or any obligations for you to follow it. So I'm trying to soften the energy around, create some kind of path, movement, expanding the energy from inside out, actually. And at the same time, allow the planet grow, vibrate in a different energies. You can combine, blend different colors. The only concern I have right now, how long does it take me to complete all my roundings later? but I highly recommend to finish rounding before going to bed, especially for those who are with us from Europe right now, like it's a evening. So if you try to round it before bed, so you can step aside coloring, but you can do the continue rounding because it will soften, it will integrate the energy, creating smooth, gentle integration in your neuron system. And at night, you will be able to process it even more allowed. And tomorrow, if you don't have time to finish the coloring today, you can do it tomorrow. Lines can be added as much as you need to connect your energy to those new elements from outside, connect elements inside of your planet in a gentle way. You can use different thickness of lines. You can use different flow of lines. Bolder. Okay. This is the size of pencils I use now.
Your favorite colors?
Yeah, the turquoise is a one of them. The turquoise color usually representing, at least it's representing for me, creativity. And I'm glad that I don't forget about action to create. Be creating of my life and art. Do we have any questions? Anna, too funny. All my aqua color pencils are the ones in holders because they are all little stubbies. Yes, it tells about your, it just tells about your own perception and your own emotions and energies. After so many years with so many is not relevant. For several years, I'm very actively teaching and seeing thousands of drawings, and colors is really representing energy of any person. Or you can look at the box of pencils, see which ones are the shortest, and it's give you some clues about the energies, about your own priorities in life. Okay. And we still have one small step at the end together. So if you will, for any reason, need to leave this class right now, I invite you to finish watching the video because there is something very important I prepared at the end to complete the process, to complete the energy. Of course, I will keep drawing, rounding, and bringing new colors later after the class because just I'm afraid the class will not be, we will not have all the time to finish it. Like all the roundings, all the details, it's always takes some time to integrate even more. I think this This particular pencil is gone now. I cannot sharpen it anymore. How's everybody doing? Any sensations, experiences in the body? Do we still rounding? Do we still, or some of you already started coloring? Just like where we are. How are we doing? Rounding, eyes kind of blurry. Eyes kind of blurry. Coloring, still rounding. Do you have any emotions related to it? The blurriness could be is a signal that we need to, like, that when we focused on something so much and we see only this small element, it's sometimes we need to refocus and expand our awareness. Like, what can I see beyond the small things? Like, it's not like how I can step out of this focus and find new horizons, new opportunities, new things. It could be just a signal for you. But see if there is any emotions related to the blurriness. It could be some clues for you what needs to be released. Eyes are usually the first thing that really affected in body. Going to do coloring later, focusing on rounding. Good, Judith. Keep rounding, keep harmonizing, solving, first of all, inner conflicts with this process. And it's busy. There's so much happening right now. So drawings and roundings are needed very much. Rounding and adding lines. The lines, I wanted to say that I have questioned very often, like, how many lines do I need? The lines and quantity of lines does not represent something like rule, how many lines need to be. Lines helps you to express your psychic energy, to express this inner processes outside. And the more pressure, the more emotional intensity, maybe very deep, very hidden from for outside world, could be expressed through the neural lines and elements on your drawing. So there is no good number. The more lines, the stronger connections. Quantity lines is considered a good thing in Neurographica and representing quality of Neurographica, but it's we cannot compare two different drawings because we have a different psychic energy, we have a different topics, we have different people expressing differently. So for you, you can see that some of your own drawings could be very intense, many lines. Some of your drawings could be less busy and softer and gentler and less movement. It's just representing that your psychic energy is different in different topics. Okay. Okay, yes, maybe some frustration. Frustration could be eyes. Another thing that about eyes are directly connected to liver and directly connected to the feeling angry, feeling maybe frustration as well. It's a little bit different, but there's always something emotional behind physical reaction. So try to express this feeling, and if it's really activated or suppressed, you can always do on the side quick release through the lifting, releasing limitations algorithm. Maybe not right now, but later, if you feel that, okay, so this action, this emotion was too intense, I need to work with this. This is could be for you something to work with later. I guess there is sadness about the planet. Which action would be balancing the sadness? I don't say that we need to compensate it somehow, but is there any action that helps you to heal the sadness or accept the sadness, whatever you feel is needed to work with this feeling? You can add this action on your drawing and integrate it in your life later as well. Sadness is very often, and grief and sorrow is when we need to let go something. So the letting go is in many cases, it could be something different for each individual person, but in many cases it's about letting go. Because we are losing control over something. We are breathing and growing and finding, and it requires, letting go is actually requires willpower to accept the fact that it will be different, but it's an opportunity to grow, an opportunity for progress. Progress for us, first of all, as people, as humanity. Okay, so I have some, I used only one color. Let me use another color as well. Let's see if I can blend those two colors. How I want to integrate green and pink. There are meanings of colors, but again, for you right now, if you have this specific meaning for your color, you charging this color with something that it representing for you, this is much more important than any chakras, than any elements that colors representing. You may assign this color to specific meaning and trust yourself and follow your intuition. Yes. Again, there's so much freedom in Neurographica, and we want to, first of all, feel this freedom, feel this opportunity to grow. It's so pale. Interesting, like I did 2 drawings and both of them are very similar. Colors are different, but the movement, the flow, it's very similar. Not always works the same this way for other drawings. Any other questions? Any other something that you notice about yourself that you want to share with us, with other people? Do you still see field lines on your drawing, or they dissolved? Mine are getting lost somehow on my drawing. Okay, I have a question about materials. When my dry erase expo pen get dry, they offer such a pleasing color. Does anyone know of a thick pen media that is very dry, more like a soft pastel or crayon rather than the opaqueness of felt pen marker or other ink marker? I think it's a question from Kate to everyone. So for me, the soft highlighters, like the pencil that I use, and I really try to promote them like to everyone. So they are this Staedtler. They use like pencils. Oh, that's actually a good color for here. Make it brighter, make it shiny. But they pencils, it's not highlighters. I don't, there are sticks that could be in Prismacolor. They have sticks that look like pastel, but they actually the pencil sticks. So you can use them. They're quite expensive. They're not cheap materials. I don't think I will find them right away. They're in my hidden. Oh no, here they are. No, this is a new pastel. Like this is new pastel, but the sticks look exactly the same, but just like not pastel. It's pastels for. It's a pencil. Any just regular colors, color pencils without wood around it. No, I cannot find it. I'll have some large spaces, okay, or add more lines. So if you have just open spaces without any lines, just like a circle, it means it has very few connections. Make the connection stronger, make it more exchanging the energy between other elements and your and this area. I would recommend to add more lines. I love these dry highlighters too. Yes, they nice findings. Where can we find us? Like I purchased on Amazon. They usually come in a box of 4 colors. This, green, and yellow. And you see they very short already. You can buy them 4 in a small box, or you can buy 12 in a 3 pencils for each, I think, in a bigger set. I have other bold markers, pencils, but Lyra, or there are some Kohinoor as well that making. There are some pencils. There is a little bit too, for my taste, there is a little bit too much wax here, so I don't use them as often as I could. Something similar to the Kohinoor woodless pencils. Yes, yeah, the woodless pencil, the only bad thing about them, they break so easily. They really fragile. If you drop the box, that's it, half of them already broken. And I have them, like, they're very cheap. You can change them, or you can, of course, you can still use the small pieces of them, but you can buy them anywhere. You can buy them in a, sometimes in a just regular market, in a regular store, in Fred Meyer or something similar. Something. And another thing that I really saying, repeating always, that you need, the price of pencils is not always representing the instrument that will work good for you. I know that some of my colleagues, they have specific brands, very expensive, very sophisticated, but they never worked for me. I tried, it's too soft or too hard. So try to see if you can find anything cheap as well. Okay, I do like those Prismacolor art sticks. Yes, they called art sticks. Fun to experiment with. They are like the core of the color pencils, but in a stick, like Anna showed. Yes. Yeah, they look exactly like a stick, but it's a colored pencil core. Yeah. Thank you for explaining it. Changed. Calm down a little bit this brightness on my drawing. You can integrate as many colors as you want. Usually 3 colors look the best, but you can do, it could be colorful, bright drawing. White color is a color as well. And we have the same rule. We just don't leave single white segments. We use, we connect several white colors together, so there is some room to breathe and grow. Another thing that you can do, you can color everything, or you can color just, you define how much color you want on your drawing. The room for white gives you some cleanliness and freshness on your drawing. So usually the proportion 70% colors and 30%, 70 colors and 30 white is the most popular proportion. But again, trust yourself, what resonates with you. Maybe today on your drawing, you want to color everything. You want this emotions to be expressed in this way. It's okay if you are creating your own planet, your own movement and blessing for the planet. Thank you. I will hook for open stock at art store and buy 3 primaries. Okay, good for you. Okay. And when you color everything on your drawing, choose what do you want to highlight. What is the main character on your drawing? It could be, as I already mentioned, maybe you want to highlight hands because they mean a lot to you. Maybe you want to highlight planet because you need to see this, the fullness, the size, the boundaries and harmony of this planet. Or maybe some action that you want to highlight, or any energies outside that you invited to the planet could be more important for you. Choose which element really resonates with you. It could be small circle, that action that was really, really important. So for me, this circle somehow, I think that the circle was representing live action. I just want to live. And I highlight it, I make it a little bit bolder. The boldness of lines always creating new corners. I can go around, integrate it, soften the corners, make it really blend it in, soften the boundaries. If your colors are stand out, you can soften them, make them really be part of the drawing, not just taking from it, but at the same time being visible. And if you feel you want to make something even more visible, you can use colored pencils to bring it forward, to make some maybe shades around it, create some 3D effect around it. Make this fixation, make it visible for you, that it's very, really integrate the message from your interaction, the priority. The priority could be planting vegetables this spring, or the priority in action, or the priority trusting to hands. So it's there is no good or wrong or bad decision. What is really trying to speak to you, what you understand today and you want to remember. So tomorrow when you look at your drawing, you remember, oh, this was important, this I remember, this is something, because we were talking about so many different things and complex things as well, but we need to remember something that is important and beautiful for you on your drawing. It's connecting, it's really like absorbing all the energy in a soft, gentle way. We have a question. Can soreness in body like eyes or back simply be biology? Of course, it could be. For example, poor lighting or simply the eyes were not set up to be looking for so long at small vista or meant to see it using one side of body. It could be, and in most cases it is. It's also a good indication that there is some ignorance in taking care of your body, of course. something that needs to be something that you need to think about next time, how to prepare the space, materials, posture, the light for you to feel comfortable. And of course, like we're working with different people. There are some people after injuries, and some, and it can be reflected in the body. And it's a communication with your subconsciousness and with your body. That's why we're always asking, what's the reaction in your body? What do you do? Do you still forcing and pushing, or you adjusting and changing needs of the body? So it's constant dialogue, an opportunity to learn and something new about yourself. Thank you for mentioning this question, because it's not like I'm trying to find meanings in everything, but it's important to understand sometimes, sometimes just body is tired and it requires some sleep and rest. It requires to honor its own pace. It requires to some extra support. Thanks very much. Thank you for being in this dialogue with me. I love questions. We all love questions, because this is helps us to understand something new, find answers together. Okay, so I highlighted, if you feel that you want to highlight a little bit more field lines, you can do it with the same marker that you used at the beginning, or you can use colored pencils on top of it to make it a little bit stand out. Or it's okay for you if you still see them, if you still recognize the power, the movement, maybe it's enough already that they dissolved. Does every intersection need to be rounded? Some get so small it is impossible to round. The small intersections could be just colored with the same color as the lines. I colored some small elements quite often. So for example, like there's a small elements, I rounded them, but it could be colored as well. It just makes the connection stronger. There is no need to color every teeny tiny bubble. Like, for example, this could be colored as well. And it helps to simplify the drawing, but at the same time, make it stronger, make it more stable. For example, here, nothing is rounded here. And first of all, I color whatever I don't plan to round. And what the bigger elements, I just round corners. Okay. So we have almost time, not almost, we have time to finish our drawings. What about the eye shifting of views as we perceive energy? Example, seeing auras is to see. I know that there is a big desire to see beyond the reality. For me, clairvoyant or working with the third eye is about how actually I can see without any emotional filters, without any perceptions or changes the reality, how I can see another person. The aura is actually, for me, I learned how to see the aura, and at some point it looked like it's worked, but it did not give me a better understanding of another person. Trying to hear and really see the person makes me more excited. So it's not in my priorities. I don't say that it's good or bad, but there's so much to see in reality that another level can wait for me. But again, if you feel that it's something that developing, there are many different methods already working with this and how to support this vision. I just, when I was teaching in Kalamny method in Russia 2 years ago, and one of the students asked, like, are we going to see the future? It's like, oh, please, please, pray for not seeing the future, because seeing something gives you huge responsibility. And it's not about ignorance. It's not about denying something, but we have already so much responsibility for reality that it's hard to bear. So I don't see the point and desire in my life to increase anything else. Life is already colorful and beautiful. When it's meant to be, when you will be ready, it will be opening itself, and it will be different understanding. And we need to expand the consciousness before we really expand the vision. Do you remember that there was some article that I was reading, I believe, about that Native Americans could not recognize first ships when those white people arrived to America because their consciousness didn't see them. It's not the question of eyes, it's a question of consciousness, how much I can open my consciousness. Yeah. Move paper up to see, please. Okay, I hope you see now. Okay, so last step, very, very important. Again, about aura, Melba, it's not something that I'm like convince people don't do it. We have a different level of preparedness and different level of awareness. So and different purposes in life. So if something that resonates with you, good. But if it's not, don't try to force, especially if it takes some challenges and work, such a deep work. Okay, I'm looking at my drawing. I can touch it. I still recognize the fingers, divine hands that holding the planet. And I see the planet is integrated in these hands. But I want to, first of all, say this planet is I am the planet. My planet and I are one entity. This is me. I am in hands of divine. I trust those hands, and I try to do all those actions that I was talking about. I will try to live. I will try to speak truth. I will try to be connected and compassionate about people, listen, try do not judge. be generous to people, and plant trees, plant vegetables. So look at your planet, and this is you. How much I can do in daily life to change the planet. I can be very active, and planet is always has billions of people, and if everyone will do something to change the energy, to change the vibration, the whole planet will change. And now I invite you to put your hands on top of the planet. So we have hands underneath the planet, the divine hands, and your own hands on top of the planet, and take your life in your hands. Whatever we cannot change, we trust it to divine. Whatever I can change, I take in my hands, and I do all the same things. I don't expect that it's just happening, that somebody else, that my neighbor will plant vegetables, that my neighbor will clean and let go. I will do. It always starts with me. And I hope that I will have enough consciousness, enough wisdom to recognize what I need to trust and what I need to change. Try to feel how those 4 hands holding yourself. And how it's comfortable and gentle and soft. That's it. That's all the class I wanted to show you today.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Thank you. If you want to say what was the most useful for you from this class, you can share it. And we will be waiting for your drawings in our Facebook group. I'm going to post whoever doesn't know the Facebook group, I'm going to post it in the chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. We really enjoy to have so many people. We have 30 people in this class, and thank you very much. I'm totally relaxed and have come a little closer to try to promote peace in the world. Good. The war happening inside of us, the fear happening, not where it's shooting and killing and all the scary stuff, the fear happening in our head. So we really starting changing anything from being at peace, being at keep living, fully living. Many people promote peace right now, and it's very important to promote peace. But I want you to be aware how little life at the time of peace could be, and how much life could be happening when it's there is no peace. Like, I want to awaken and start living, start doing something that is really, that we can change and be happier and enjoy this life. Thank you very much. Like, there are so many comments.
I enjoyed it very much. So beautiful and meaningful practice. Thank you. Thank you for the lovely connections. Thank you so much for doing this for all of us. Thank you very much for this fabulous session. Favorite part is coming together. Thank you for holding space in this time to co-create safely and creatively connection, community, sense of well-being, concrete ways to move forward. Thank you. Very, very touching and meaningful, especially in today's world. Many blessings.
So many blessings to everyone. And I hope we will see someday again. Please follow our announcements and or in our courses. So peace to our planet, because it's a hope for everyone. So bye, everyone. Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.
Bye.